Hey guys, Butzelman 945 here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I had the idea to rank Star Wars prequel memes. Because my favorite Star Wars channel at the moment, Beyond the Dune Sea, just did this in their own tier list recently, and so I was like, hey, I want to do that too. Now, the reason I have three different tier lists is because I just want to make sure I'm covering the widest range possible. This has the most, but I think these smaller ones also have some other ones that this one doesn't. So, and repeated ones, I'm just not going to rank them on the second tier list. Um, but yeah, I think this should encompass a pretty wide range of memes and stuff. Um, Also, I noticed that like some of these are just images. Um, I was mostly kind of thinking of the lines of dialogue, so I'll say what I think about the images, but I'm probably not going to rank them on this tier list. So for the tiers, we have at the very top, I use this all the time. We have I use it a good amount. And then what probably most of these are going to be very funny and iconic meme, but I don't use it much. They're funny and then kind of forgettable. I don't really think that there's any bad prequel meme necessarily. Or maybe I should specify meme lines, but some of them are not as funny as others. So you know. Okay, so we have Padme saying, "You're going down a path I can't follow." That's more like the tragic moment than I don't really see that to be as much of a meme. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one, I would say I use that a good amount. How to abandon ship is pretty funny, but I don't really use it that much. The ability to speak is does it not make you intelligent? Ooh, ah, hmm. It's either here or here. I don't know. Uh, I can't use it. I don't use it that much. I should use it more, but I do think it's really funny. This isn't as much of a. I'm gonna add. I'm gonna change this tier name slash. Uh, not a dunny. A funny moment. I'm going to zap through. Okay, there we go. I have a bad feeling about this. So, obviously, this is the Han Solo also uses this. If you want original trilogy or sequel memes, then let me know in the comments below. Um, I think this is an iconic meme, but it's not one that I really use that much. This is just really, really funny. Um, what does that one say? Gonna have to zoom in. Okay, it's Obi-Wan with the clones. I don't really use that one that much. Oh, a fine addition to my collection. I use this all the time. This is one of my favorite prequel memes ever. I I find myself quoting this a lot and like changing out lightsabers with different things or just like having the phrase in general without a specific object. I love it so much. Um, I love democracy. That's an iconic meme. Do it. I use this all the time. This is by far my most used one on on any of these lists. Uh, don't make me kill you. Uh, it's more like kind of awkward dialogue in a serious scene. Don't try it is pretty funny. The lightsaber image is but both these images are pretty funny. All four of these actually. What is this? This is getting out of hand now. There are two of them. I can't lie. I use this all the time. Like in a ton of different contexts. I just find myself silently quoting this in my head. I love this one a lot. Um, Hold on. This whole operation was your idea. I think that's an iconic meme. That's not really a funny moment. What is this? I don't think the system works. Not really. That's what this is. I hate it when he does that. That's pretty funny. I have found you. That's definitely a serious moment. I have the high ground iconic meme. I sense a plot to destroy the Jedi. That's pretty funny just because of how overused it is. I want more and I know I shouldn't. That's more of a serious scene. I will make it legal. Very iconic meme. What does this say? Oh boy, impossible perhaps. The archives are incomplete. I don't really like this one. I'm gonna put it down here, but honestly, I could maybe put it in its own tier because of the fact that it pisses me off. Um, that whole like subplot and Attack of the Clones. Um, is it possible to learn this power? I'd say that's an iconic meme. Uh, it is. That's. I don't really get how that's a meme. Uh, that one kind of pisses me off for the same reasons. It's working. That's pretty funny. I've been looking forward to this. This is another one that I use literally all the time. Um, that's not really a funny moment to me. Jar Jar face is very funny. Um, you know what? Heck it, I will rank the images. The lightsaber, that's pretty funny. This is iconic, I think. Pretty funny, iconic. Uh, because it's not the text, I'm not gonna put it in the top two. I'll put both of those in the same spot. The Jar Jar is very funny. Um, okay. Oh, and then there's this one, pretty funny. Liar. I think that's pretty funny. What is this? I don't remember what that one is. I become more powerful than any Jedi has ever dreamed of. It's more of a serious moment. I will do what I must. More of a serious moment. Negotiations were short. Iconic meme. I guess the negotiator. It's very funny. No. I would say that I use it a good amount. I love that. I love that as a meme, though. This is pretty funny. I'm not brave enough for politics. That's an iconic meme. Nothing too fancy is pretty funny. Would not grant you the rank of master. That's iconic because of his crash out. Um, uh this is like in my opinion one of the funniest memes because it's such an awkward ass close up. The clone units, I'm like, kind of forgettable. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. Iconic meme. Palpatine's evil. Okay, that's pretty funny. I have no idea what it is. Uh, Possibly, yeah, I'd say I use that a good amount. Unlimited power, yes, I use that a fair amount. I have never seen this buff Qui-Gon image before, but it is hilarious. Um, I don't know. Is this like I don't like sand? This is an iconic meme, and shoot her or something is pretty funny. Uh, Seems to be on top of things. Meh. I shouldn't. Meh. This is a serious scene. I love this one. I use it pretty frequently, not as much as these top ones though. This is just like the less good version of this other one here. He's too dangerous to be left alive. That's more of a serious thing. I don't really know what that is. It's treason then, iconic meme. It's a crit. I mean that's not really funny. So uncivilized. That's a great one. I use that a good amount. You underestimate my power. Uh-huh. Use my knowledge, I beg you. Oh, that's pretty funny. Love victory, that's also pretty funny. Visible confusion, I like that. We will watch your career with great interest. I think that both of these are iconic memes, and this face is just hilarious. We'll see. I don't have a real opinion on. Well, what do you know? I think that's pretty funny. Um, Cut to where we're still flying. That's a very funny. Uh, what did it say? What is that image of Naboo? I don't know what that is. What have I done? Iconic meme. Uh, that's why I'm here is very funny. You have become the very thing that you. That's a Both of those are like serious moments. And then this is iconic meme. Um, well, I'm gonna put that one up there. And then you must contact me. I gotta say, I do use this a fair amount. Okay. This is the complete first tier list. Is there even the do we have the I will do what I must? I don't know if we did. Yeah. I use that a good amount. I love this ironic one. I use that all the time. Uh, Negotiations were short. Did we have the no, we had the other version of the legal one. The My Lord is that legal? I think that's very funny. And of course the hello there. Obviously, no explanation needed. Uh, I'm too weak. I would say I use that a good amount. Um, hmm. Oh, and then the Padme faces, iconic. Um, yeah, I think those are the only ones that I didn't use in the tier list. So we'll exit out of both of those. Are there any here that I didn't get there? Ah, here we go. Okay. So we have this is where the fun begins. Iconic meme, I would say. Um, let's see. What about the that's pretty funny. I hate you. That's more of a serious moment. Yes. I love him spinning with the white saber. That's good stuff. Okay, we have freedom, justice, and security to mind your empire. Very funny. And this is more of a serious moment to me. Not as funny meme wise. I use this all the time, even if it's not in meme context. I'm just quoting it. Another happy landing. I use that a fair amount. Then we have Sith Lords are our speciality, iconic meme. Kill him now. That's pretty funny. And then don't try it. That's pretty funny as well. Okay. Yeah, I think that about wraps up the prequel memes. Nice little quick tier list I can crank out today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what your favorite prequel memes are and which ones you tend to quote in normal conversation the most. And yeah, I will see you later. Bye bye.